former championship winning coach for University of Colombo. So that's who Mr. Naditha is. So I guess all of you all are excited to learn chess, and Mr. Naditha is also excited to teach you guys. So I bet today would be a very interesting session. So I hope I have introduced Mr. Naditha for everyone here. So yeah, so let's start with the session. So Mr. Naditha, over to you. Good luck.
Okay, right. Thank you. Okay, guys. First of all, chess is an old game, right? The original form of chess, recorded history, is about 6th century. That's in the about 1500 years ago in India. There was a game called Chaturanga, right? And this, okay, I actually need to share the screen. So is it possible? I need the, yeah, okay, right. Thank you. Yeah, okay. Okay. Okay, right. So originally the game of there was a game called Chaturanga based in India. And this is the, wait, give me a moment. This is the Chaturanga board, right? And you may have heard of the word Chatur. It means four, right? And it is based on the 4 divisions of the Indian army. The soldiers that went to war on foot, soldiers that went to war on chariots or horse-drawn carriages, soldiers that went to war on horses themselves, the knights or the horsemen, and finally the soldiers who went to war on elephants. And of course, there's a 5th one, the commander or the king who gave them the orders, right? This was the original game of Chaturanga, right? And over time, it evolved, and sometime in the 10th or 11th century, it traveled to Persia, modern day Iran, where it evolved into a two-sided army, a two-sided game called Shatranj. And from there, it went to Europe through the various traveling. And there it turned into the modern chess games we know, right? And of course, this is the Chaturanga board, but this would be a modern chess board. I can see Sudita and Anirudh having virtual backgrounds with the chess boards, right? So those are also some chess boards. Maybe you can see a little behind me. I'm not sure if it's that clear. There are two. One, the bigger picture is
I can see a little.
Yeah, there's behind me. It's actually two. You can see a chessboard. This is the modern chess boards that are used in the top level tournaments. This picture is from the 43rd Chess Olympiad. In fact, the 45th Olympiad is being played right now in Chennai, India, right? Okay, so we'll get back to the main part of chess. And the thing is, the chessboard, first of all, is a 8 by 8 square, 64 squares. Half of them dark shade, half of them light shade, right? Now, this is the color I have said, but sometimes you get boards like this. You can get like this. You can get like this. Or even you can get like this. So what we say is,
normal.
What we call this is the light squares and the dark squares. The chessboards are made of 8 by 8 squares, 64 squares, 32 light, 32 dark, alternating, right? You get one light square followed by a dark square like that, right? And now earlier I told you, the Indian Army was made up of 4 divisions and their commander. Well, the original chess, that is the original Chaturanga game. Today, we have 6 different pieces. The queen is added. And just in case if you don't have idea, I'm sure you understood. Sure. I'll just show you. These were the ancient armies of India. You can see the commanders who are giving them orders, and then the horse soldiers on horseback, the foot soldiers, the elephants, and the chariots, right? So like that, you get the soldiers and the different ones, right? We'll start the introduction with an easy piece. This one.
The rookie.
Yes, someone mentioned the name. Can I know?
Me.
Yeah, Nevan, go ahead.
Is it a rook?
Yes, this is called the rook, right? What does this shape remind you of?
A tower. Yes, a tower.
Yes, it resembles a tower in a castle, but there were no towers in the walls, right? Yeah, it looks like a tower in a castle, but of course, there were no towers in the armies, right? So instead, we had this one. Oh, sorry, wrong side. These guys, right? The chariots, the rooks are based on soldiers who went to war on horse-drawn chariots, right? And of course, these guys are using archers, but they could have used spears, they could have used swords, anything. It doesn't matter. The only thing was they were soldiers who went to war on chariots. And now talking about chariots, right? This. Ignore the two kings. I'll tell you why I have to always keep the kings. I'll tell you why later. This is a rook, and the rook can go any number of squares forward or back, or in any direction forward or back, right? A little thing. The rook is a round piece, right? If you think of this, can you tell me which side is forward for the rook? Looking at this, can you tell me a side that is forward? No, right? It is round. In a round,
I don't know.
in a circle, you can't say which side is forward, right? So the same thing with the rook. You can think of the rook going forward in any direction, because the thing is, I'll just show you something else. It's wonderful. Because the thing is, chariots, these are chariots, right? You don't see chariots going sideways. Right? The chariots, you can maybe get them to move back a bit, but mainly the chariots just go forward, right? They don't go sideways.
No.
Right?
No.
They only go forward, right? So
Yeah.
same thing with the rooks. And because you don't know which side is forward, because it's circular or a circle, the rook can go in any direction. Sorry. The rook can go in any direction forward as long as there's nothing in the way. Because do you think with the chariot at the back, those horses, could they jump over things? Do you think? I'm sure you would see horses jumping, and we will come to that.
But there's weight behind the horse back, so even if it wants to jump, the first thing that will happen to the horse is to
I
die.
don't think. Yeah,
It will die.
yeah,
And
most
we are the
probably.
ones who will be fighting.
Yeah, well, these guys, I don't think with the horse it's possible for the horse to jump with this. So because of that, the rook can't jump, right? The rook can go any number of squares as long as there is nothing in the way. Now, for example, if this is here, you can go here if you want, or you can go here, right? You can go like that, but you can't go here or here, right? You can't share squares with another piece. Every square, there can only be one piece, right? Of course, if this was a black knight, a black piece, you can go here and capture if you want, right? But you can't capture your own piece. So if this was a white one, you can't go here like I showed, but here you can capture like this. But even this, you can't jump. In chess, when we capture, we go to the square the opponent's piece is on, we take it off the board, and we keep our piece there. I'll show you how capturing is done, because this is, of course, what I'm doing is on the computer screen. So what I'll do is I'll just show you something. Just give me a moment. Okay. Okay, now watch see the piece is taken off and that piece is going there. If I remember correctly, the lady on the left-hand side playing white is a women's world championship challenger called Gorkiana, and the other one was Fominik, former world under 18 champion, if I remember correctly. Right? Okay. Right. So anyway, coming back here, you can go up to here if you want, or you can stop here. In chess, remember, you don't have to capture always. If you want, you can capture. Otherwise, you can stay without capturing. In chess, capturing is not compulsory, right? You understand what I'm telling?
Yeah.
So
It's
any
not that compulsory, but they capture to make it easier.
yeah. So any of you guys have a question so far on what we did?
Yes, I actually have a small question.
Yeah, sure.
If you can see that there's a white piece over here. Imagine the king on the upper corner is a black. So, and there wasn't a black, and he captures that horse and moves forward to the brown square. Can it turn and capture the king if it's black?
Okay, wait. We'll be talking about the king a little later. And when we talk about the king, you will understand why
No,
I kept the...
any piece.
Yeah, okay, wait, we'll come to that, right? Okay. Normally in chess, white will make a move, then afterwards, black will make a move, right? But here, what's going to happen is I'm going to give you a little game or exercise to do. And here, you guys have to move
So you're saying I have to kill one innocent chariot?
wait, just give me a moment. Just give me a moment. Okay, this is white, and every move you make, you have to capture a black one like this, right? Now, normally, you don't know which direction to say, like, so what you can say is, if I'm going here, this is the first one. This direction is 2 squares right. Or if you want to go this way, it's up. This is left. The green arrow is down, and you have to tell me the number, right? So I'll do the first one for you. What you guys can do is each of you can think of the answer, and I'll ask each of you one at a time, right? So I'll do the first one for you. This is 2 squares to the right. From here, you all need to ignore the 2 kings, ignore these 2 guys, right? You have to use a rook, and I told you in chess, capturing is not compulsory, but this is an exercise. This is not a chess game, right? I'm just giving you exercise. And here, every turn you're making, you have to capture one of blacks, right? The black pieces will not move. They will just stay there, except, like I told you, you have to ignore the king. So first
Ignore
think
the
of...
king?
Yeah, ignore the 2 kings. Ignore the 2 kings. Don't think of them. When we come to the kings, you will know why the kings, I have to keep the kings. You will know. Until then, it's too early because the king is much harder to learn. Normally, when you're learning, you first learn the rook and bishop, then the queen. There's a reason why you learn those. because they are easier to learn, only simple directions. So we'll do about the rook now. Can someone, okay, everyone ready or you need some more time?
Ready.
Ready.
You just have to pick one of us.
Okay, I'll pick, we'll
ready.
start. Okay, okay, guys. What I'll do is I'll start with Ardit. Is it possible for you to answer? Ardit, is it possible for you to answer? Your mic is not working. If you can, just send it to me in the chat also. I don't mind. You can just. Okay, your mic is working. You can tell me. White.
Excuse me,
Yes.
sir. Another device in this device, the microphone is working.
Okay, so in that case, can
I
you
was
tell?
reconnecting, so I didn't know the question. See the question again.
Okay, you have to use the white rook, and every move you make, you have to capture one of black's pieces. Okay, what I'll do is we'll come back to you, but for the moment, I'll give Arya the chance. It's Arya, right? Can you tell me? Arya, can you tell me the answer, please?
What is the question, sir?
White to move, and you have to capture one of black's using the rook. You have to use how many squares up?
3.
3 squares up. Good. We don't count the square we are on. We only count the ones we are moving to. 1, 2, 3 here. Right? So 1, 2, 3. Okay. Can I believe it's can Nevan tell me the next one?
Okay. So this is going to be very easy since we had Rookie over here. We can just go left
How many
and finish.
squares?
How many squares? 3 squares.
3 squares to the left. Okay. Easily done. Can Sehansa tell me the next one?
Okay, sir. 2 squares down.
2 squares down, correct. Can Sudita tell me the next one? I'm sorry, you're mute. I can see you speaking, but yeah.
Sir, can I tell like G5 like those?
Yeah, if you know, you can tell like that with the letters.
8, 6.
Good. Okay. Can Yenu tell me the next one?
Four squares down.
Okay. Can Arudit tell me the next one?
Rook to rook to 1
One edge, okay, or one square
H1.
down. Okay, sorry, it's all right. Okay, can Arya tell me the next one?
Okay, teacher.
Yeah.
Sir, the correct answer is D1.
So B1. Okay. Okay, right. Can Nevan tell me the next one?
Sure, I will tell you the next one. So since we had an innocent rookie over here and we want to kill an innocent fellow, we have to go 3 steps forward to kill him.
Okay. Well, in chess, we don't say kill, it's just capturing, right?
Capture, okay.
Okay. Right. And can we have Sehansa tell me the next one?
Okay, sir. E4.
Sudita? Sudita? Can you tell me the next one? I'm sorry, I didn't understand. D7. Okay, right. Yanuk?
Four steps right. Four steps right.
4 steps left, actually.
Left.
Yeah, okay, right. So that is the rook, right? I'll just ask one more question on the rook before we move on.
Will they move?
Sorry, wait.
Actually, I really like chess.
Right. In one turn, you can only capture one piece. You can't capture multiple. But here, white can only capture one piece. My question is, how many different choices are available for the white rook to choose from? You can only capture one, no question. You can only capture one.
Only
But
one.
yeah,
And
but
my
how many?
character will be captured.
Sorry,
If I capture, my character will also be captured.
you don't have to. No, your one will not get captured. You don't have to think of that, right? Here,
Okay.
the main thing is what. Don't worry about your piece getting captured. My simple question is, what? How many choices are available for the white rook to choose from? If he's capturing a black piece in one turn, right? In one turn from here. Sorry? Okay, right. We'll wait a bit. We'll give the others a moment to think.
There are many choices. So you're saying how many choices I can take?
You can only take one, but from how many can you choose from? How many choices are there?
Okay.
Right?
Okay,
You
sure.
you said there are many choices, but in reality, from here only a limited number you can choose from. I'll explain why.
It's a very limited number, but it's many since you're more than one.
We'll see. You think of the answer and we'll see.
Mm.
How many different, it's a simple thing. How many different choices are there for the rook to choose from? Okay, guys, you need some more time?
Nope. I'm more done.
Others?
Done.
Everyone's done. Okay. Those who are saying there is no choice, only white can only choose from one piece, raise your hands on the Zoom, not on the camera, please. You know how to raise your hands on the Zoom, right? So if any of you think there is no choices, there is only one thing you can capture, you can raise your hands. Okay, 2 choices to choose from, 3 choices,
Hmm.
4.
Wait. I'm not done.
Okay,
Wait. For
sorry,
three. I'm saying for three.
Nevan is saying for 3. Arya, you said for 3 or 4?
Rook can catch 3 knights.
Okay, 3 choices. Sehan's also 3. Anyone else saying 4? Anyone for 4 choices? 5? 6? Anyone with a different? Okay, you guys lower your hands. So what about the others? You can tell the answer if no point me reading out numbers. The guys who didn't answer, how many choices do you think?
And looks, mic is mute.
Sorry?
Everyone's mic is mute now.
Okay. Okay, all right. What we can take is we can take three pieces. We can go this direction and take this knight. We can go this direction and take this knight. We can
And we
go
can
this
go down
direction,
and
take
take that knight.
But we can't go here in one turn because the knight is in the way. And this way we can't jump over our knight and capture here. So only three choices are available, right? All of you understand? Right.
Yes.
Then we will come to the next piece, right? Of course, chess, I think you all noticed something. Some of you told me some letters and numbers, right? G1, H6, G5, like that. Chess is
And I have
special.
no idea what those are.
Okay. The thing is, we'll learn about that a little later if you guys, somewhere around the 10th or 11th, 12th lesson. But chess is very special because you guys have heard of the Olympics, right?
Mm.
Okay.
They
What?
played as a sport in Olympics.
Oh, no, chess is not played. But the thing is, now the Olympics, if you look at the records, videos and stuff, you can see from the 1920s people playing, right? That's it. Otherwise, the sport a lot of us know is cricket. We have pictures or photos of guys like the 19th century, sorry, 19th century, people like Dr. Grace, W.G. Grace, and maybe Victor Trumper, those guys playing. Only pictures. Only from the 1920s when maybe there are some clips of Donald Bradman like that. There are pictures of the 1920s, the Olympics, not before. Well, not in chess. There are no pictures, but we can see the actual games played.
On TV.
Not on, yeah, even on TV you can see. But of course, TV was not invented at that time. But right now, this game, the very first one I have on my records, this one was played in 1475.
Wait, what?
1475 in the year between these two gentlemen. I don't know, Francisco de Castelville and Narcisco Vinales in a casual game played in Valencia. I think Valencia is in Spain, right? And this was a game played in 1475, right? So this is a long, long time ago, right? And this one,
Very long time.
this was played in 1515. Luis Ramirez Lucena. If you all continue chess, you will learn about a position called Lucena position or building the bridge. And this gentleman was the one who originated that idea, right? So like that, chess, we are fortunate. We can see what happened those games compared to the other sports where it's much harder to see what happened, right? Okay, just give me a moment. Yeah. So we'll go back to the screen and now we will learn about this piece, right? Just give me a moment. Sorry. Yeah. This piece is called the bishop, right? And it is based.
Excuse me, sir, your voice is cracking.
You guys can hear me okay?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, right. This is the piece we are talking about now. Just the bishop, right? You can easily recognize it for two reasons. One, its top part, it's a pointed hat like the bishop. This is a bishop. You can see the top part, and it has a mouth, right? Reason why, by the way, what does this shape remind you of a bit?
An actual bishop.
Any other suggestions, someone?
The mouth is like an elephant.
Yeah, probably looks a bit like elephant tusk, right? And that's one reason why this is
I
another
also thought.
bishop. The bishop is based on the elephant, right? So much so, now we call this a bishop in English, right? That's English, right? But in Russia, this piece is called Sion. And you know something, in Russian, they call this animal also Sion. The Russian word for elephant is Sion, and it is the same name they use for the bishop, right? So the bishop is based on the elephant. And however smart the elephant is, can it jump over obstacles?
Nope.
No, right? It's very difficult, it's heavy, right? So the same thing, the bishop can go on the slant lines like this. It can go in any number of squares on the slant lines as long as there is no obstacle in the way. You can go one square or you can go all the way up to here. Right?
Wait,
From
that means
here,
it can go forward.
in any direction, yes. From here, it can go up to here if you want, all the way, right? The bishop can go in any direction on the slant lines. In chess, we call these slant lines diagonals. And if you think about it, the slant lines are the same color. They are either dark squares or they are light squares. If I shift the bishop here, this is always on light squares. And remember, a bishop always stays on one kind of squares. You can't switch it from one to the other. Understand?
Yeah.
If a bishop is on light squares, it stays on light squares. It never moves on a dark square. And if a bishop is located at the start on a dark square, it'll always stay on a dark square. So the bishop, I'll add something here. If this was a white piece, it can go up to here if you want, but you can't go here because you can't capture your own piece, no point. And you can't share your own, you can't share squares, and you can't jump, so you can't go beyond. But if this was a black piece, you can go and capture like this. In fact, right, in this capturing video, the very first capture is a pawn capturing, but this one, now the white capturing is a bishop capturing the knight like I just showed, right? So that is how capturing is done. You move to the square that piece is on, you take it off the board. So now, you guys have any questions on the bishop?
No.
No.
No, sir.
Okay, then let's try something.
Another activity.
Yeah, just give me a moment. Okay, this is the position. As usual, ignore the two kings, and every move you have to capture a bishop. But now there's a problem, right? Unless you are using the letters, it's kind of difficult to say left and right. So the thing is, if you want to go in this direction, this is the green arrow shows right up, and the yellow arrow shows right down. This side is left down, and this is, okay, I'll make it yellow. This is left, oh, sorry. This is left up, the yellow, right? So the first one I'll do for you all. You're going here. This is 3 squares left up. Sorry, right up. 1, 2, 3, right up. Right? So y'all, this is the first one. You need to, sorry, you need to ignore the kings, and you need to ignore the kings, and here the bishop will go here. You need to ignore the kings. So from here, can you do the rest?
Okay.
Think of the
We'll go
answers. First, wait. Okay, can we start?
Okay, sir.
Shall we start from the other way? This time, Yenuk, can you tell me the answer first?
Write down, write down.
How many? How many squares?
2. 2.
2 squares. 1, 2. Okay. Can Sudhita tell me the next one?
F5. F5.
Okay, good. Can Sehansa tell me the next one?
Okay, sir. 1 down.
1 down, or one down is here?
Diagonal.
Diagonally, right or left?
Right.
Yeah, 1 right down. Good. Can Nevan tell me the next one?
Okay. Okay, wait, where's the bishop? It's over there. So then we have to go 1. Wait, not 1. 2 diagonal.
2, or we count the square we have to go. So if it's 2,
Oh, wait, we are
2
going down,
is,
not here.
yeah,
So 1, 2, 3, 3 diagonal.
3, yeah, right? Now, if you are thinking 2 here, this is not a straight diagonal. See, if I were to draw the straight line, see, I told you the bishop always go on same color. Here, I'm moving not just on the white squares, I'm moving on the dark squares also. So it's not a straight diagonal, obviously, right? So here, the correct answer is, like you told, this direction, 3 squares down, 1, 2, 3, right, left down. Right. Can Arudit tell me the next one?
Two front in the left side.
2 left side up, right?
Yes.
Okay. Can Arya tell me the next one?
2 right up.
2 right up. Okay. Can Sahansa tell me the next one?
4 down right.
4 down right. Can now here you can go this direction or this direction. So your answer, depending on which one you took, might be different. Right. Can Nevan tell me the last one?
Okay, so since he's over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, You can't even move there, right?
Sorry?
You can't even move to that corner, right?
Well, you can. Why? It's on the same straight diagonal, right? See, it is on the same straight diagonal.
Oh, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes, 7 squares left up.
7 diagonal left.
Yeah, diagonally left up, right? So
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right. Oh, sorry. Let me do this first. Yeah. Now, can someone tell me the last one?
Write down 3.
Yeah, three write down or D5. Okay, good. Right, so that is the answer. Right. Now, one more final question I'll ask, guys. Just give me a moment to set it up. Like before, the black bishop can only capture, the black bishop here can only capture one piece in one turn. But how many different choices are available for that bishop to choose from?
Four. 3, 4.
Okay, we'll see.
Wait, please wait. I'm still doing it.
Okay, what I'll do is like before I tell the number and you guys can raise your hands. That's the easiest option rather than you telling me. That way I can see the answers, who's answering which one. Otherwise,
Excuse me, sir. Can you ask again?
okay, the black bishop I highlighted in red, it can only capture one piece in one turn. But how many choices are available for it to choose from? Like you remember that question I asked of the rook? The same question, this time it's a black bishop instead of the white rook. Okay, you guys.
3.
Okay, right. Wait, guys. Okay, those of you are saying there is no choice, only one capture is available for the bishop, raise your hands. Guys, lower your hands first. I got 3 hands up, so I'm not sure. Right, Anirudh and Sudhita, you guys can lower your hands for the moment. Those who are saying the answer is 1, raise your hands. Anirudh, Arudit, sorry, you are saying 1. Okay.
I'm saying 3.
Okay, then you lower your hands for the 1, please. Those who are saying 2, raise your hands. Those who are saying the answer is 3, raise your hands. Okay, thank you. Those who are saying 4. Nevan is 4 or everyone is 4 now? Okay, Nevan and Sudhita are 4. Ara is also 4. And finally...
I am 3. I
Okay.
raised my hand for 3.
Okay, right. So Sudhita and Nevan is 4. Right. Anyone saying 5? 6? Okay, anyone with a different number than the ones we discussed? No. Okay, guys, you can lower your hands. Okay. Here, you can go in this direction and capture this. 1. You can go here and capture this. You can go here and capture this. Can you go and capture this in one turn?
No.
The rook is in the way. You can't jump over this and go here. Not possible, right? You can't go here and capture this. This guy is in the way. So the answer is 3. Actually, the answer is the 3 white rooks. The bishop can choose from any of the 3 white rooks. Okay.
I choose D1.
Okay, you can choose anyone you want. That's all right. But the choice is from those 3 only if you want to capture. Remember, if you want to, right? It's capturing is not compulsory in chess. If you want, you can capture. If you want, you can stay without capturing, right? Okay. Let's see.
Sometimes I stay purple without capturing because otherwise my bishop or rook will be captured.
Yeah.
So I'm just staying there and moving another.
Okay. So what we'll do is, I won't start on the next one, but you guys may have seen some chess games. What I'll do is I'll show you. This is a picture of, I think this was the women's candidates, if I remember correctly. You can see the players moving. Of course, this is at a very slower time control, so they take a lot of time. What I'll do is I'll pick one that ends very quickly. They're moving very quickly. Of course, it's not the starting position they started. Like that. That's how chess games continue, right? So that's how chess is played. When you're chess games, like how many of you watch cricket?
I don't.
You don't.
I
Well,
am that much of a cricket.
okay. How many of you watch athletics? Track and field. Okay, you guys have seen the 100 meters and you have seen the marathon, right? Same running.
I have seen only 100 meters.
But different distances, right? Same thing with chess. You get different time controls. We don't, based on the time limit for games, you would have noticed when they were playing, after they moved, they pressed something where the times were being monitored. So based on the times, there are different chess games. We call them at the championship levels, ones that are called blitz, rapid, and standard or classical, right? Normally they call it standard. So those 3 formats are there depending on the time allocated for each game, right? So you guys have any questions?
No, pity, no.
So today we talked about the rook and the bishop.
And the bishop.
And we also learned about the chessboard, right? We'll be coming back to the chessboard somewhere around the 3rd or 4th lesson, right? So for the moment, the chessboard is made up of how many squares?
64 squares.
Yes, 8 by 8, so that's 64 squares.
64.
And the 64 squares are of how many colors?
2.
2. A lighter shade and a darker shade, right? We call them light squares and dark squares, the lighter shade and the darker shade. Then, of course, how many different pieces are on the chessboards? Like how many different types of pieces, rather?
There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
How many different types? Yes, I mentioned it. There are 6 pieces because I told you the ancient Indian game, Chaturanga, was based on the 4 divisions they had and the commander or the king. That's 5. But chess has the added piece called the queen, right? Because in the old days, you didn't see, or at least most of the time, you didn't see queens going out to war. They stayed in the castles, right? Most of the time, history is full of famous queens who went out to war, even in the old days, right? Even before the 6th century of Chaturanga, even before that, there were famous queens who went to war, right? So the chess pieces, there are 6 different types of pieces, and each side has 16 altogether. If you count 16 pieces, we'll be learning about each of them individually. We learned about 2 today. So can you tell me the first one we learned today?
Rook. Rook.
And the other one?
Bishop. Rook.
Okay, who is the rook based on?
The rook is based on horsemen.
Carriage.
Chariots, actually. The horsemen or the horse-drawn carriages, right? The ones who went on horseback, the horsemen are different, right?
Actually, I remember that.
Okay, and who is the bishop based on?
Elephant.
Elephants
The
or
elephant.
geese.
Elephant.
Elephant, right?
Fish.
Okay.
Both,
Fish,
right?
no, it's based
Not
on
fish, trees.
Sorry?
Some trees, bishops, actual bishops, and elephants.
Yes, well, it is based on the ancient division of the elephant division of the Indian Army. But yes,
Yeah.
the name comes from the bishop because when we are learning about something else, it'll also come in handy what you mentioned about the real bishops. Okay, right. So I'm trying to keep it vague without jumping the gun, because when I come to that point and I point it out, it's easier for you to remember rather than me telling here when we are talking about something else, some other information, it doesn't help much. Okay, guys, you all have any questions?
No.
Anyone?
No,
No.
sir.
Okay, so then hopefully I'll see you guys next week.
Definitely we'll see you next week.
Yeah. And if you guys know any friends who might be interested, you can tell them even. That's all right. They can join, right? Because we only today covered 2 pieces, so they can probably catch up very easily, even if they miss the first one. But afterwards, guys, try to, if you have problems about joining, that's all right. But otherwise, try to join each lesson. I think the institute will make the video lessons available if you miss them, but it's not the same as interacting, right? Because here you can ask the questions. Otherwise, watching the video you will understand, but if there's a question, it'll be harder to clarify, right? Okay.
I watched a video.
Okay, right, good. And also, no, even this this lesson, the institute will make it available on video, so you guys can look at that. But any lesson you missed, it will be made available on video, but
Excuse me,
it's
sir.
not the same.
I already did inter-school chess tournament.
Okay, that's good.
And I won many
Okay,
games.
that's very good. So I think the first few lessons will be quite easy for you, actually, if you know.
And I really need help because I'm about to join and I don't know a single thing.
Well, that's why you came here, so you can learn, right? And guys,
Actually, sir,
yeah.
I also like chess because I actually like to go on tournaments.
Okay, good. Right. Okay, guys. So we'll stop for today then. Right?
Okay.
Okay, guys.
Okay,
So,
sir.
thank you so much for teaching us today.
You're
Have a
welcome.
nice day, sir. Bye.
Bye. Okay.
Have a
And
nice
good
day,
night,
sir.
And have a great night. Bye.
Bye, sir. Bye,
Okay.
sir. Safe, sir.
Okay. Bye.